What's going on, everybody? Let's talk about the current issue that I had with INAV, where I was getting weird headings and return to home and everything like that. Put a couple posts out there, didn't get any really good responses. I mean, I guess some were okay, but I was kind of expecting a little bit more. The INAV community itself, with the exception of a few people, is pretty unknowledgeable and basic in my opinion. By the way, look at the satellites and HEADBAND score in the top left-hand corner of this flight video. So the problem was, return to home wasn't working. I would land, rearm, power again, take off, and then it would work no problem. And really didn't know what was going on, was kind of throwing some shots in the dark, tried reflashing, tried doing this, tried doing that, all kinds of stuff. Actually posted the question on GitHub, and a couple of the developers on there were downright pretty nasty. I'm using, at this time in this video, a little mini M8N GPS, which pretty much I see a lot of people using, and nobody really reports any issues or any problems. Most of them were on 1.7 or 1.8, which made me to believe that it could have been a 1.9 issue, but nobody would ever admit to that or anything at all. So I had a flight controller issue again and had to switch out to an omnibus. And when I did that, I actually ended up changing the GPS to one of the bigger puck style sized ones, which is just a little bit bigger. And if you look up in the top left hand corner now, you can see that my HEADBAND scores are a little bit better, and the GPS itself is way more active. It is picking up 14 to 15 satellites on the ground and 18, 19, I've even seen 20 in the air, and it's real fast as well. And I think one or two people actually mentioned about warming up the GPS and everything like that on the ground, and that kind of worked every once in a while, but it wasn't like an every time thing. But switching out this GPS so far yesterday, after 2 test flights, I had absolutely no issues at all with it. So picked up pretty good. The only issue I had was I'm actually in return to home right now, but it decided to switch it to angle mode. I don't know what's going on with that. I need to work with it. It was getting ready to rain. It could be a setting or something. I copied everything over exactly. You can see return to home worked right there for some reason on that switch, but when I would flip return to home, it would also just turn it into angle mode. So I don't know. The wiki probably says make sure that you have never land selected, as if I haven't already did that as one of the first couple steps in setup. But anyway, food for thought. I would probably go with a bigger GPS. They're like $10 more, and they're not that much bigger. If I could fit one on my NANO GOBLIN, then I don't see why most people couldn't fit them on anything else. I do have one of the mini M8Ns still on the AR wing, ready-made RC Recruit, so I'll keep an eye on that, and maybe I'll fly like both of them on the same day and just see how fast one takes versus the other to warm up, and see how much and how accurate it is as far as which one picks up more satellites like on the ground in the same spot and everything like that. So anyway, just a quick update on that issue. Gonna go ahead and call it and say it was GPS related and not INAV, but I wish one of the INAV developers would have said, hey, those mini 8N GPSs aren't that good, maybe try another GPS, instead of saying that, well,